All right, and we back, and we back on the couch with JC. I'm here with my peoples. I got my little man over here.
That's me, Dwayne.
I got my man over here.
Tricky, what ass?
Jay, what up?
Yes, sir. We gonna continue this conversation. We just gonna start on something new. I actually got we was basically talking about my daughter kicking my ass anyway, so with the karate shit. So anyway, Tricky.
Yes, sir.
Business wise, what you looking at towards doing future, near future?
Right now, me and my bros, EB and Mo, shout out to my brothers, man. We on the trucks right now, bro. I'm grabbing a few trucks. We got a company that I'm with that we trying to put some trucks on with. Crypto, of course. Start Engine is one of mine. I ain't really got too much in the stocks, except like one or two. Some cannabis stock, and it's another one, the chip, AMD, I believe it is. That's making a chip for the electric car.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, AMD. If you own Ameritrade, look for that one too.
AMD. I'm already looking at one. I think it's NIO for electric car.
Okay. Yeah.
And you said AMD.
AMD, yeah. And the Nvidia is another one. I can't remember how it's spelled, but I think it's close to that. But I know AMD is one though with the chip. And then the Start Engine is like startup companies.
I'm with them. I done that new it's like Facebook fan base. Yeah, I got stock in fan base. So I'm familiar with Start Engine. Anything else?
That's pretty much it for me, man. Between Start Engine.
Star Engine.
Start Engine is not a stock. It's StartEngine.com. You can buy stock with other companies.
Yeah, it's like startup companies that's new.
Yeah.
But you able to invest in.
Yeah. I got an idea.
Don't share it with everybody.
Yeah. When I look at it, I'm like, I don't know.
Jay, what's your business plan? You know what I'm saying, as far as business wise, what you got looking forward to in the near future?
You gotta turn the cameras off and shit.
Okay, don't talk about your
No.
secret plans, but anything else like you plan on moving, you said.
But see, one of the problems with black folks is that they don't want to share the gifts and shit. They think if you share the gifts, then your piece of the pie is smaller.
Mm-hmm.
But this motherfucking economy is so fucking big that everybody can get into it. Mm-hmm. And this is what I'm doing. I'm doing multiple things. I'm doing the music, and I'm doing just a couple other things with my wife. I don't want to mention on camera. But the one thing I'm thinking about getting into is vending machine. Mm-hmm. So I'm about to buy me a pickup truck.
Right.
Now, a vending machine, you can pull down like $400 a week, between $300 and $400 a week, if you on top of the machine.
Location.
And depending on what first of all, you need 24-hour, 24/7 location is open, like the train station or some shit like that. Mm-hmm. So you get you a vending machine, okay, you make $400 a week, half that guy go back into the inventory. That's still $800 a month you make off one machine. Mm-hmm. Do that shit for a couple of months, 6 months, you double up. Now you're making $400 a week. You're making $2,000 a month. Right. 6 more months you double, you get another month. I feel what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
I ran across the janitor shit. This nigga said he pulling down $500,000 a year just off vending machines.
How many machines?
So he said he had over 100.
It had to be if you only make it for a day or for a week.
For a week or one. But see, that's some pop machines and the vending machines. Y'all got some bubble gum machines and shit. You see them all. They're like 10 of them lined up together and shit. It's a whole fucking franchise. I mean, all you gotta do is be able to go to these motherfuckers and talk to these people. Like for instance, they building an Amazon center over on 16th and Laramie. She take up the whole 4 square blocks and shit. A spot like they gonna need like 4 or 5 vending machines. You can get that contract and shit, man. Imagine what you make. $400 a week times 4, 2,000. Have they go back in the inventory, you making $1,000 a week, and you only stacking machines and shit. Fuck your job and shit.
Not all just $1,000 a week.
But still, it's a potential of growth though. You know what I'm saying? You your own boss. at some point that shit gonna overrun your job, and you ain't gonna be able to do your job and still motherfucker access these machines like the way you want to do it. Now you already put a motherfucker in charge of it, but you don't want nobody dealing with your money.
Unless somebody trusts your child, you know what I'm saying? Your wife.
I don't even trust my wife with my nickels and dimes. She said a quarter, goddammit. I need all my change. I need all of it.
Well, baby, what I'm saying, you definitely ain't quitting over just $1,000 a week, though. I mean, no.
I don't know how much you make, but yeah, that's more than what I make.
Well, I ain't gonna talk about how much I make. I just know I'm not quitting over $1,000 a week.
But that, and I have 3 more hustles on the side, 2 with my wife and 1 more with me and shit. So we trying to be entrepreneurs, man, because I've been at CCA 8 years. I'm about to get turned over to be full time. I'm 44. When they turn me over, they still want 26 years before I can get my pension. 26 years. And them 8 years I did don't count.
Seriously?
Yeah.
It don't count until you full time.
Shit.
And I'm a new breed of motherfucker. It don't take me 26 years to do shit. I'm sorry, but shit. Anything that y'all can do in 26, I can do in 13, goddammit. Especially the way I work, nigga. I work 7 days a week. Like I told you, you know how I do. Man, it don't take me 26 years for shit. So I'm gonna give y'all motherfuckers a good 10 years. And cause first thing I'm doing is getting into real estate. I want to give you a couple of buildings and shit, you know, because I got to live somewhere. Mm-hmm. You know, I'm going to do that and shit. Got my one, and I need a garage for my vending machine. Mm-hmm. I need a basement for my music equipment, so I can do that, man. You got to be, like a man, I mean, every time you want to venture out on your own and shit, it's scary. And if it's not scary, you shouldn't be doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Okay. I mean, I can keep doing what I'm doing. Ain't no challenge to it. It don't require no effort. I just wake up and go. I don't even do nothing at work. I just go. That's not fun. I'm not enjoying my day. I'm not learning. I'm not building. So I need to be in an environment that I'm learning, building, and making more money for my family and shit. Because these motherfuckers don't give a fuck about me. You know how much my insurance is if I go down there and get on that third rail? $3,000. That's what CPA pays. $3,000.
That ain't your life work.
Yeah.
Oh, they just making sure they paying for a cremation. That's all.
Yeah, that ain't even a quarter of it.
You know? And then next week another nigga have my bag number. A brand new nigga.
Right. Let's see what's your plans for the future.
Yeah.
Being youngin.
Oh yeah, about 14. Oh my God.
Man, plans for the future, man. Man, I don't know, cause I got a bunch of other stuff that I'm trying to do right now. Trying to figure out some stuff that I like to do. But I plan on probably going into that, you know, the business type work. If I do plan on going into that, maybe like computer stuff like that, I might start on doing, you know, working on like some business or whatever. But if I do tend to go on with like the music type of stuff, I'm just trying to be a producer, maybe even rapper, you know.
Yeah, I
go back to that, you know.
I see you trying to make the music. I see you do your own beats. So at your age and already making beats, that's pretty.
You making beats, bro?
Yeah.
How long you been doing?
I only just started. That's the thing. But I've always been like trying to get in, like I've always been trying to like look at people, how they do it and stuff like that, how to do these type beats, you know, stuff like that.
Hey man, don't feel bad because I always wanted to make beats, but it wasn't until I was like 16 and 17 when I got a job that made enough money so I could buy my first drum machine. I can go buy my first sampler. I can go buy my first 4-track and shit, you know?
Right.
I come home from college for Christmas, like, what do you want for Christmas? A keyboard. If y'all can't buy that, don't buy me shit. Because y'all see what I'm doing.
Right.
You see what I established and shit, you know? If y'all got pitch in $20 a piece and shit, you know, I need this keyboard. I don't need no socks. I don't need no t-shirts. I don't need none of that. I don't need no cologne. I don't need nothing else. I need this keyboard. And I put it out there, and then they got it for me because they knew my passion and shit. Right. You know?
Maybe you want to do something.
And that's the funny part. Like, I didn't even know I wanted to do all that. Like, at the start, I ain't even care about music that much. Like even with like normal music, listening to somebody's song, album, stuff like that, I ain't even care about that at first.
Right.
It was just one day. I just woke up and I said, you know, I'm trying to make my own stuff. Mm-hmm. And I guess
So it's more so to make beats for your music.
Right.
But that's how it started.
And then I'm gonna start, you know, trying to get those out, starting to get those out, get some money for it, get famous off.
What program do you use to make beats? You put like Fruity Loops or?
Yeah.
FL,
yeah.
You play any instrument?
Yeah, I'm trying to play the piano now. Yeah. I'm gonna try to learn how to do. Yeah, I might try to learn how to do guitar too.
But I'm telling you, like, man, Joe, when I started, I didn't start to make beats for nobody. I started because I couldn't afford to buy beats for nobody else. And my mentality was, okay, back then, niggas selling beats for $150, $200. And I didn't know what I was jumping into. I thought if I buy this $400 drum machine, that's all I needed. So my mentality was, if for me to do my own is equal or even comparison to what it costs for me to pay you twice, I'm going on my own. So I bought a drum machine. That didn't work. I bought a sampler. Then I got the keyboard for Christmas. So now I'm making the beats and shit, right? But then I'm going to record and shit, and I ain't like the hours, I arrive late at the studio, dude, like, you try to give me the third degree, like, man, Joe, I should have started charging you from the minute you supposed to be in here, but you ain't get here until I'm like an hour late and shit, He's smoking and drinking and shit, getting them up and move ready to record. Mm-hmm. He all on his bullshit and shit. So I went and I picked his equipment. Went online, like, okay, well, this shit here, the mixing board he had was only about like $1,800. And at this point, it was me, James, and Steve. So I'm like, man, Joe, we come with fucking 6 apiece. We can go get that motherfucker. Motherfucker came with it. We rode down to Zion. Somewhere down south in Illinois. We rode somewhere.
Zion, no.
Yeah, it's somewhere south. Springfield? No, it wasn't Springfield. Some motherfucking small town, but we went down there and we got it and shit. We started recording our own shit. I'm like, man, it's cheaper to buy our own shit than keep paying this nigga fucking $50 an hour and shit. You know what I'm saying? And then he treated us like shit, like he don't even want us in and shit, I'm paying $200, $250 when I come here. He a businessman.
Yeah.
It was, now I look back, I don't knock it because we trying to make money, but at that time, I looked at it as disrespect. Like, nigga, I thought I was the shit. Nigga, you ought to be honored to record me, nigga. Shit. But, but it goes.
If the music is to work out for you, what will be your next plan?
Man, regardless, I'm going to college. Like, regardless, I'm going to college. I don't care, like, it don't even matter if I grow up and I'm not even trying to do nothing. I'm going to college.
And why that's important?
Yeah.
I said, why is it
important? I just said, I want to say it's important for everybody. Like,
I'm talking about you, though.
But for me, I say just because it give me I feel like it give me more of a one-up whenever I'm trying to apply for something. Like, it give me more of a one-up. And I guess just really to focus, because when I'm, like, now schools, like, the most you can get to, like, focusing on what you really want to do is just clubs. That's it. They don't really, like, focus on, like, let's say you're trying to get into music and stuff. Your music class ain't trying to teach you what you're trying to learn. Mm-hmm. But it feels like if I go to college, now I get to, my major is what's important. It's not like with all the standard math, social studies, stuff like that. Now when I go to college, now I got like 4, 6 years worth of whatever I want to learn.
But you don't know what that is yet.
I don't know exactly.
But see, the thing is, you in a beautiful position because right now you're in the information age.
Yeah.
When we was coming out of high school, we went to go see the little counselor, you did a little test, and they told you what you were best fit at. I was good at math and science. They sent me to be an engineer. I spent 2 years in college, didn't know what the fuck an engineer is, man. And I'm 2 years studying this fucking shit, math and science, balance equations and chemistry. What the fuck is this shit? Luckily I had a smart ass fucking lab mate. I could copy it off them and shit, But it's like, look, I didn't. If I would have knew all the shit that's out there now, because when my father retired, my father came out of the military like 22. He went to 18, 22, then he worked at the post office till he was 50 something, 55, 50 something, then he retired. And then he went to school to become a chef. And when he did that, this was like 1998, 97 and shit. I didn't know you can go to school to become a chef. I like, that's some cool ass shit, Then I started seeing all the opportunities that I could have did instead of going to what they. That's engineering. Yeah, that's cool. I'm good at math and science, but that's not my passion. You know, music. This shit, man. And halfway through my second year, I found out they had a business program for music. You know, so I switched over to that and shit. But man, it's like you don't know all the opportunities that are better. Cause shit, your sister is a fucking chef. At one of them fancy restaurants.
She started her own. She was working at the hotel, but now she do her own thing. She do her own
like catering.
Yeah, catering at home. She do a lot of baking. She makes birthday cakes. Yeah, she even do edibles.
Do she do like when you need a chef to come cook at your house, please?
She would. Yeah.
She would do that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. We trying to do that soon, man. That more possible.
Yeah. I mean, she went to the club. What's
Cordon Bleu.
She went to that school. Yeah. She damn good.
But see, if I knew that shit was available back in 1995 and shit, you know.
You like cooking?
Yeah, I like cooking. Man, I'm a beast. I cook better than my wife and shit.
Billy Johnny.
She cook.
I don't cook often.
I never had his wife food to compare it
with. But his shit fine though.
A wife cooks like your woman gonna cook. She gonna cook the regular shit, staple that her mama taught her.
Right.
I go with the recipes. I start new shit. I had a video of me cooking. I had this fried honey lemon barbecue chicken. Oh my, no, fried lemon honey chicken. It wasn't barbecue. It was fried lemon honey chicken with lemon and honey mixed together, and you pour that sauce on top of it and shit. You get it dripping. Man, that shit was fire.
And you fried it?
Yeah, I fried it. And before I did that recipe, I never fried chicken in my life. Well, I fried the breast, you know, but when it comes to bones and shit, I didn't know how to flip it and shit, how often and shit. But she taught me how to flip it and shit, and I did that. And then I added my own shit on top of it. Because, you know, even with the batter and shit, I put some motherfucking baking soda, some buttermilk. I had all kinds of shit.
Wing or breast?
I had the whole chicken. Wing, breast, leg, thighs, and everything. Because everybody likes something different in my house.
Man, you know what I got a signature that I do all the time, bro? Fried salmon. Yeah. Nobody had never had it. Every time I put it out, but like they ain't never had it before. But it's a particular brand I get though, because I tried it with another brand and it wasn't the same.
Yeah, my wife be trying to keep doing this jerk shit.
Yeah.
But she can't get it right. Now I have a recipe for jerk chicken, but that should require like 2 days of prep before you even cook it and shit.
No shit, I just buy the sauce from the stove.
Yeah, no, that's better.
It ain't the same.
No, you gotta do your own.
Yeah, it ain't the same. We got together.
I got some shit, because I be following these motherfuckers on the recipe channels and shit, man. This nigga showed me a 3-day process to make good ass jerk chicken. But you gotta sit for 48 hours once you marinate it and shit. So the spices is soaking that shit right. I haven't did it yet, because I ain't really had the time and shit, but yeah, I'm about to jade out as soon as I get, you know.
You gotta put up the grill. Saturday, Sunday, and Monday.
Yeah, exactly. When I can break the grill out and shit, man, it's over. But see, once I make it, then they gonna always want it.
Yeah.
So they still begging for the honey
lemon.
For the honey lemon chicken. I make that like twice. The third time my wife tried to do it on her own, and she just did her own wings. I'm like, yeah, leave it alone. Yeah, you do your Alfredo. You good at that. But this is my thing. I had a recipe for gumbo. That shit was, man, when I say this shit took me 3 hours to make, because I didn't really read the recipe before. I had to make the sauce. That took 45 minutes. And man, that shit was so long, but it was fire though. So I have a couple of dishes that like, when you gonna make that again? Like, man, shit, when I got a whole weekend off. It's just preparation, and you gotta be on it.
Yeah, some of that shit do.
But what you like to do, man?
You said what?
What do you like to do?
What do I like to do? Honestly, well, it's multiple things. I guess mainly it'll probably be maybe writing. I guess maybe in some like, you know, maybe when I feel like it, it'll definitely be drawing sometimes.
Writing what?
I feel like.
You can draw?
Right, yeah.
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 I can draw. Are you better than me?
Most likely.
Yeah, probably out. Yeah,
most likely.
Yeah, motherfuckers, yeah. understand, so it took me 44 years to realize, because I was trying to do the job, stack the bread, get the house, build a studio in the basement, and then do the music that I love. Mm-hmm. Even if I don't get paid for it, I'm gonna still do music because that's my passion. I can do music 20 hours a day and it don't feel like work. You know what I'm saying? But it took my wife to tell me, like, man, you going about it wrong. You trying to get the house, working this bullshit job and get the house, go back to the music. Why not just do your music and get paid off that? Yeah. So I'm like, well, how do I get paid off that? So she started, she's younger than me. She online, she found out you can do this. But when I found out that I could sell the same beat to multiple motherfuckers, yeah, that changed the game on me, man. Right. I mean, it was a point when we was doing like producing me, my guy C and my guy James, we had over 500 beats. If I could just put them 500 beats online, charge $25 a beat, and you would just, anybody you buy, man, I'd still be eating off that shit today, man. Yeah, that's what they doing right now. But I didn't know that shit. Knowledge is the key and shit, and if you don't know about some shit, you don't know. And that's why, my daughter, she got laptops, she got tablets and shit. She got a phone yet, she's only 9, but it's like, my wife is like, she's too young for a phone, but I'm like, this is a whole new age. This is not our age. This is a digital age. Absolutely. It's like, when we grew up, white boys had computers, but we didn't. And you see where they at now and shit, right? Mm-hmm. These motherfuckers own their buildings, and they own their companies and shit. So I can't not give her the knowledge. I mean, I can't hold this shit back because she's eager to learn. Especially at that age, they just swallow up knowledge like it's just water and shit. So like, give her a phone. We just have to be better parents. We gotta monitor the shit, You don't want to do the work. I don't want to do the work, but still, we can't hold her back because of that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all gotta excuse me. I'm watching my daughter's dog as well as my dog. Dog sitting shit. I don't know what's worse. Dog sitting or watching babies. Dang.
Long you don't be, nigga, you be out there carrying a dog like right there.
No.
Okay. That shit be cool as hell. I'll be downtown. It be like the dog be leading. It's not. They ain't walking the dog is walking them. So wherever the dog goes, nigga, they go. They just follow the dog. If we go across the field, they go across the field.
Own the dog.
I grew up with dogs. We had German Shepherds. I hated them.
I'm talking about, have you ever had a dog recently where you had to walk it, not just your family had the dog?
No, because we had the house, and we owned a vacant lot next door to it, which was our garden, and our dog used to shit all over our greens, and mama used to wash the greens off, like, oh, it's all good. I said, I swore I never wanted, in fact, I didn't even want grass. If I got a yard, I'm going to pay that shit, make a basketball court. I don't even play basketball. I'm tired of cutting grass, I'm tired of cutting hedges, I'm tired of trimming weeds. Nigga, I don't know where you from, but remember spring break? Yeah. I don't remember spring break. I remember cleanup week. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's what we did. Yeah. We did cleanup week. We didn't do spring break. See, I was perfect. I don't want no grass. I don't want no trees. I don't want shit. I want concrete.
Yeah, I wish you on that one, bro.
Nothing. Man, I'm grown. I ain't got to do that shit. No. Unfortunately, I didn't have a son, so I can make him do that shit. So I got to do it.
Patio, the whole goddamn yard.
Man, come again.
I want a backyard big, like twice the size of the one I have now with a playground in it.
Yeah. You want grass?
Yeah.
Shit.
I had a house out in Indiana. Melville, Indiana, and they say like the backyard was like, when I first moved there, I was like, this is too much backyard for me. And I had one of those lawnmowers you had to pull and push. It used to take me about a good hour and a half, 2 hours just to cut the yard. Then I still had to do the front yard too. But after a while, I just grew to love that shit. I wish I still had that crib.
They want a crackhead out there?
No, Melville, Indiana.
Oh, no.
Indiana, John?
I was out there for about a good 2 years before I left it for my. I left it with my daughter and her mom.
Oh, okay.
But I was out there for like a good 2 years.
I used to stay in Dyer.
Yeah.
2006, 2012.
Do y'all remember that year the Bears were in the Super Bowl?
Yeah, long time ago.
Yeah, it was a very long time.
Yeah, but We had that bad snow that day. And then on top of that, I had DirecTV. So my cable went out.
Mm-hmm.
I go outside, snow like up this far. I'm like, oh yeah, this ain't gonna work. Because I ain't shelling no motherfucking snow. Fuck that shit. I'll make what you make, but I still make too much fucking money to be shoveling snow. I'm like, I'm waiting for a crackhead to come around the corner and shit. I'm waiting $20 bill and somebody gonna smell that motherfucking shit.
Snow blower, man. It's so simple.
That nigga came around the corner, he smelled that 20, shoving me out. I drove to my auntie house, he had Comcast. We watched Super Bowl. I'm like, nigga, no. Well, first of all, you gotta think what's more important to you, time or money? Now, what's more important to you? No. There's only one. You're gonna pick one. Time or money?
Nah, it's gonna be hard because I want to.
It's not that hard. Money can be replaced, time can't.
Yeah, true.
Every minute you lose, time can be spent, it can be used, but it cannot be replaced.
But that's it. In my free time, I'm always trying to find something to do.
I have no free time.
Some way of making money.
If I'm free, I need to be making money.
That's exactly.
This is why I work 7 days a week.
That's why I say both. I love money, so shit. In my free time, I try to find another hustle.
But it's your hustle paying for your time. Like, see, right now, I make $16, $17 an hour, $16.57. So if nigga want me to do something, if we're gonna take an hour, I need at least $20. That's what my insurance card costs, $25. Yeah, it takes 5 minutes though, but $25 or $40. Nigga, it gotta be worth my time and shit else I'm not fucking with it. A lot of times, us as black people, we undercut ourselves to get that business. But now you set a standard. Now everybody wanna come with their low money. No. You set your standard where you want it to be, whatever you sell it. Alright, they gonna come to it, they gonna conform to it, or they ain't gonna fuck with you, gonna fuck with somebody else. But you gotta stand on your price.
It depends on what it is I'm selling.
It don't depend. You give me $1 million, like I already call it a lot of anything is a come up. I brought them to the candy store and shit. Stole all the candy bars.
I'm glad the statute of limitation because we got
Man, you give me $1 million pistols, I'm gonna walk away with $100,000. I'm gonna tell you that, damn, I'm sure you. Nigga, you give me $1 million pistols, 1 cent a piece. Let these bitches go. I'll make $100,000 and shit, nigga. Shit. A lot of anything is a come up, and that's the hustler's mind. All you gotta do is find where you can get a lot of anything. But I'm on the line Googling both pens. How did I say those both pens? How cheap can I get ink pens from?
So you can sell them.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
You did?
Yeah, well, I'm at work, but I'm not working on my phone. But, yeah. I'm trying to find a business, nigga. I'm going to get out this shit.
The only time you're going to be able to sell them is during the time school starts. What the hell is that?
Nigga, internet. China in school all year long.
Oh, well, I guess you're right.
You gotta stop thinking locally and think globally, nigga. Shit, I'm on the internet, nigga. You think I'm delivering pens to a motherfucking house? Ain't even worth the gas money. No, nigga. I'm gonna step on that shit and mail that shit to you. A lot of anything is a come up. Whatever you can get.
Well, we're about to wrap this up. But before we wrap this up, is there anything y'all fellas want to say? And Tricky, I gotta have you on here again.
Yes, sir.
Jay, of course, you know you always free to come around. D, you gonna be around for a minute till you learn the ropes, because you also starting a podcast, right? You gonna be in a podcast.
Hey, this is our apprentice.
Do you know the name of the podcast?
No, I don't know the name yet. The
fact that he's 14 and that that's his mindset, give me a podcast. I really like that.
Yeah, that's what's up, bro. Only thing I would add, bro, is everything we talked about. That's a lot of information.
We dropping jewels, man. We dropping jewels
for 14, bro. And I know you get it, but I'm just saying, as far as that investing, like crypto,
right?
Traveling, you know what I'm saying. I would definitely put that on you, man, to make sure you able to do that,
right?
You know.
And I'm gonna throw this in there because this nigga, when I was in high school, we had an economics class and shit, and he showed me an algorithm that if you put like $1,000 a year market, let's say like the S&P 500, you know, that's the top 500 companies, you know. Even if 200 fail, the other 300 gonna make money. S&P 500, that's the 500 million, it's 500 companies. You put $1,000 a year in that shit for 18 years. By the time you get ready to retire, you have over $500,000 in shit. But I was 18. Right. You know, I'm in the streets and shit. I didn't know nothing about
somebody told you that?
Yeah, my teacher.
Okay.
Yeah. And then he the one that got me looking up, being able to understand when I opened up newspaper and being able to read the stock market and shit and know what's what. Later on, when I got a job and shit, and it was a white guy named Dave Davis and shit, he took me on his wing and she told me about 401k and shit. And he told me one thing that stuck with me forever is like, man, I don't live to work. I work to live. And if you don't understand that, means like I work right now so I can live better later. I don't live just to work. I work so I can live. And he got me putting money in my 401k and all that shit. So when I left after 4 years, I had like damn 11 grand in my 401k. Of course, I'm young, still in my 20s, didn't know what to do with it. So it's like what I do?
Splurge.
Dice game, the dice game champion shit. When you call me the dice game on Central Lake, I'm on my way. Man, I went out, I bought me like about 7 outfits from matching shoes to the hat, and then from that, I told nigga, I'm retired.
You learn from that. You get 11,000 in your 20s. Don't go.
Don't blow it.
Well,
one thing I did do. This was like June or July. I did pay my rent off until December, so I knew I was good for the rest of the year. So when I'm out here bullshitting, I know my rent is paid. You know, I had $11,000. My rent was like $460. So shit. You know, 6 months, that wasn't even $3 grand and shit.
Right. Well, I didn't get a chance to break down what my future business plans is. And hell, of course, I do the podcast. I'm in the trucking business like Tricky, and I own my truck, and I'm about to get another semi. I'm working on that. But my goal is I'm looking into doing a straight truck, box truck company. I want to do the box truck because it's a little bit more simpler. I figure, you know, okay, I got CDLs, but some guys not able to get their CDLs, or I ain't gonna say they lazy, but they just, you know, it's to some people it's hard.
It's discipline.
Yeah, it's hard for them to get their CDLs. So I think with a box truck, you know, as long as your license straight, you can get that. So that way I can still look out for people in the neighborhood where I grew up at, help them get jobs. So what I'm working on, and my old lady, I even got her looking into being a broker and that and all that. Where we start our own little box truck company, and I try to start off with a few trucks, a little small fleet, see how I go hire a few guys, see how they work out. And I ain't gonna say I'm known in my neighborhood. A few guys know me. Few people know me in the neighborhood, but they know I'm a truck driver. They know I'm into this truck shit, and they always ask me about it. But they don't have their CDLs. Right. So that's what made me think about that. So yeah, I grabbed a few of those, you know what I'm saying, put some jobs back into the city. That's one of my goals. That's one of my business plans.
I got something for you though, but we're gonna talk about this off camera and shit, because I don't want everybody knowing about this one.
Well, on that note,
peace.
Peace out there, everybody. Peace. Thank you for sitting on the couch with JC. Y'all have a blessing.